Annoying and sometimes even dangerous reality in parts of the metro, walking along the side of the road or in it when there's no sidewalk. But tonight, Fulton County is focusing on accessibility. Atlanta News First Joshua Skinner is live in Roosevelt Highway in South Fulton County with an effort that's aimed to help people with disabilities. And Joshua, this is good news for everybody.
Absolutely, not just for people like me. Now, as you were saying, I am right at the corner on Roosevelt Highway of Fairburn and Union City, right where that border is. Now, about 100 yards up the road is where my work car is. Now, if I want to get to that work car, I have two options. I can either take my chances with traffic here on the road, or I can try and wade my way through all of these bushes. And while that's potentially dangerous for me, it's even more dangerous for people with disabilities. $300,000. That's the portion of a $1.5 million federal grant that will be spent installing ADA-compliant sidewalks along Roosevelt Highway in Fulton County.
I think there's a clear acknowledgement across local elected officials that we have to do a better job of making our streets and our sidewalks and our buildings ADA compliant.
It's one step in allowing smoother steps, made possible by a grant from the Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Anybody who's ever written a grant request knows it's not easy.
So now that the hard work is complete, the handiwork can begin. Construction will take place between Highway 138 and Dixie Lake Road and is expected to be completed by late fall. The rest of that money is going to numerous projects, including fixing up parks and helping nonprofits throughout Fulton County.
We wanted to make sure that our citizens here are getting taken care of with as much of that grant money as we can get access to.
And you can see the bus driving away right there. Now, we've been watching people get off and on this bus throughout most of the evening, and they just kind of usually just walk through the grass right up to either the Dairy Queen or to one of the gas stations or restaurants right up the road there. And it is kind of annoying. You can tell that people are not exactly happy about it, but hopefully by this time in late fall, well, that problem will be paved. Reporting in South Fulton County in Union City, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Joshua.